We're back. I know it has been a while since we posted anything. We've had a few of you reach out to ask how we were doing, if everything was okay. And believe us, we are so grateful for that. We didn't expect that, so we wanted to get on real quick, do a quick check-in. That is the last video that we posted was the check-in last year, before we went.
Yeah.
Last year in 24. So we want to kind of explain what has happened, why we haven't posted anything, and then also kind of an update of what we have planned for the next few years. And we do have some good stuff planned, I will tell you that, right?
Yeah.
So I do have my little cheat sheet here, and so we'll go over that. But first, to start out, after we posted that, we were scheduled to go on the Prima, which we did. And I did start filming everything, but things kind of happened on that one, and we just decided to take a step back and just relax and just kind of do our own thing. So unfortunately, we didn't post anything for that. We love the ship, I can tell you that. We really want to go back on the Prima class, either the Prima or some of the sister ships, and that may be in the future, but right now we have other ones in the works and stuff like that. But we absolutely loved it. We had a great time on the Prima. Beautiful ship. Beautiful ship.
Yeah, it's
So, and the food was delicious. And I will tell you right now, the local, the chili, I dream about that chili. Don't laugh at me, but I dream about that chili. I made myself sick on that chili. I think we ate there almost every other night, if not like a late night snack.
I don't know. After the first couple of days, we started just eating there.
Yeah, either that or the food hall, because on the Prima, you know, it's like a huge buffet. They have like the little food hall area that we really liked. That was very nice. So, but hopefully we get to go on the Prima class sometime in the future. After that, getting back in the routine, things just kind of started happening when we got back last year in April. And I got real busy at work. You know, things started going on. And then we were trying to figure out what to film for you guys and kind of get back into a routine. Around this time last year, we had some major things happen. So actually Monday is a year to the date. Well, actually today and then Monday is a year to the date when everything just, our world kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
So, last year, when the hurricane hit Florida on the Tampa side, my mom was living near Tampa, and so they evacuated. When they got back, I talked to her when they were in the hotel, and they were without electricity, so I didn't get to talk to her long, so that, you know, she could keep some phone and stuff like that charged. And by the time that they got back, I think it was a couple of days after they got back,
Something like that.
I got a text from my stepdad saying my mom was in the ICU and that they had put her into an induced coma because of her breathing. So while she was gone, everything that happened, everything that was blown around, things that were left at home that should have been taken, caused her breathing. She's had
OCPD.
Yeah, she had that. So all that flared back up. She could not breathe basically on her own. So they put her in a coma. I called and talked to the hospital within that week, and they told me that everything was looking better. They were going to bring her out of the coma to see how she did. They did. She was still real bad, so they put her back in. Last I heard, she was on the up and up trying to improve, and they were going to try it again. That was like, I think Thursday night I heard that. Friday evening, I would say it was between 9 and 10, I got a text saying my grandpa had passed away, which was my mom's dad. And about an hour after I got that text, I got a text from my stepdad telling me they were taking my mother off of life support. She was in Florida. I was trying to get to her, but all of that happened so fast that I had no chance to get to her. When I woke up Sunday morning, I had a text saying she had passed away. So that happened within 2 days. We buried them on November the 1st?
The 1st November.
November 1st. And the next morning we were notified that his father had passed away. So all this happened within a month. less than a month, all this happened. So with all of that combined, my world kind of stopped at the moment. And then in January is the anniversary, 10 years? No, 11 years of when my father passed away. So all of that. And then right before we left this year in March, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks before we were planning to leave on the Jubilee, Oreo, my little chihuahua, y'all have seen him in videos. He passed away one morning in my arms. So then I was hit with that. So all of that combined, everything else kind of got pushed to the side. So this whole year we've been just trying to recoup and trying to get back on track. And I had every intention of filming when we were on the Jubilee. We went with our good friends that I met at work, and then the two of us introduced our husbands to each other, which I don't know if that was a good idea. Because they're pretty much the same person. But we get along so well. We're kind of the opposites. I'm like her husband. I say husband, they're not married, but they've been together for so long. And she's like my husband. So it's like we're the same couple, just switched. It's weird how we found each other, right? Mm-hmm. It is weird. And then them two, they act the exact same way. So it's pretty interesting when the four of us get together. But I had every intention to film, and she was going to start filming as well. She has a channel, or she's trying to get a channel started. And I started filming, and we got talking to him. I was like, you know what? This is their first cruise. Let's just not film, just enjoy it, help them learn, see how they like to experience it and everything like that. And that's just kind of what we did. We just hung out with them a lot and showed them the ropes and everything like that. So we didn't film. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to, but that again was not the cruise to film. We loved it. We are not real keen on the Jubilee. I think it's the size of the ship and the layout we don't really like.
For me, it's the layout of it.
Layout. It just feels like everything is on top of each other. I mean, you have a bar here, you have a bar around the corner, upstairs you have another bar, you have the big open area, atrium area, then you have the,
Yeah,
it's like everything is on top of each other.
We don't drink very often. It's one of those where you got almost 6 bars within 20 feet.
Yeah, and there was not one quiet place just to sit and talk. That ship was packed to capacity and beyond. And when we booked it, we didn't realize it was going to be spring break, but it was the only way at the time we could book. And the kids ran rapid the whole ship. And so we were complaining left and right. Other people were complaining, and all we got was, we don't know what you want us to do. Security is trying to get them, and they were running from security laughing. Again, it was funny. So
they were going around. The other passengers can't doors at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, ding dong, ditching their doors, thinking it's funny.
Calling from their room, calling into other rooms, or from where you find a phone out and about, calling rooms at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, running in and out of the elevators, pushing all the buttons, running out, laughing. I mean, it was horrible experience for every adult on that ship. But where there was children, their parents were nowhere in sight. So we've kind of, after that one, we've kind of wanted to pull away from Carnival. Also with them changing their rewards program, if anybody follows Carnival or goes on Carnival, knows what's going on with that. We are not happy about that at all. We are almost a few cruises away from being platinum, and we're going to be put back down to beginning. So why are we going to spend all this money every 2 years instead of to start over from scratch every 2 years? I don't think that's right. With other rewards programs or even pay programs like airlines, you continuously build your points. You don't start over every 2 years. So I don't agree with that at all. So I'm going to go spend my money somewhere else where I'm going to actually feel like I'm wanted, and it's going to be cheaper for us in the long run. So with that being said, we are going to go, our next cruise is going to be in February of next year in 26. We are going to start trying to go on 2 a year, our big one that we normally go on, and then we're going to try to go. We say a smaller one. It's still going to be 7-day, but it's going to be cheaper and like budget friendly to where we don't really do anything exciting like we normally do on the big ones. This is going to be a normally one we just kind of lounge around, just a major relaxing one. I mean, we'll still vlog it. We're still going to do some things. It's just not going to be as big and exciting as our normal ones. And I'm sure everybody out there would agree, you know. You don't need to go hit the ground running every time you go on vacation. So
It'll be more of a chill.
more of a chill. So we currently have 4 cruises booked. We are trying to book another one, but the dates are not open, and I'll explain why when I get there. But currently we have our first one, February 22nd of next year, is going to be the Regal Princess. That is our first one on Princess. So we're very excited for that one. This is going to be our budget friendly one. It is going to be 7-day. So we'll have a sea day. This one we have actually an overnight in Cozumel. It's the first time we've ever had an overnight anywhere. So it's going to be completely different for us. But being that we are going to take it completely chill, what we're planning on doing, the first day we get in Cozumel, we don't get there till 10 a.m. So it's going to be later in the day. We're just going to go downtown. We're going to walk around downtown. We might go to the place I know some of y'all have seen it on, like pop up on Facebook and videos on YouTube and stuff like that of the Thirsty Cougar with those big, huge drinks. I kind of just want to sit there and just watch the water, just sit there and relax for a little bit, and then head back to the ship. The next day we leave at 4 p.m. We're not planning on getting off the ship at all. We're just going to go probably up to the 21 plus area. Can't remember where it's called off the top of my head. And just kind of chill for a little bit, and then we'll have our specialty dining that night at the steakhouse. We made a reservation last night actually for that. And then we have a stop in Roatan, so we're going to go to Cox and Hull. Not Cox and Hull. They renamed it Isla
La Roatan.
Yeah,
Like that.
Mahogany Bay. What I can't remember what they renamed it to. We're gonna go to the beach that's right there. We've never actually went to that beach, and we went ahead and rented the umbrella and stuff like that because I have to have shade, so does he. And we're just gonna chill on the beach for a little bit, and then we'll have 2 CDs back to Galveston. This next one, we are very excited. We've had this one kind of planned and wanting to do for years. Had COVID and not all that hit, we probably would have had this one done a couple years ago. We were actually planning it.
Yeah.
So on October 17th, actually October 16th is when we'll be heading up, but we leave on the cruise on October 17th. We'll be going on Majestic Princess. It's a 7-day. We'll be flying to New York, and we were leaving out of New York. We are going to Newport, Rhode Island. There we are just going to, most of these places we're just going to walk around. I've pretty much got everything scheduled and ready to go. All the itineraries planned. I'm just finalizing everything at this point. Just going to walk around, have some lunch. There's a few things we're going to be doing. I don't have my itinerary in front of me at this point. The next stop is Boston. Now Boston, I can tell you, we are going to go to Quincy Market. He wants to get some lobster, clam chowder, all that kind of stuff. Then the boys are going to go to Fenway.
Yeah.
Fenway Park. They're going to do like a little tour around. Me and my friend Diane, we're going to get an Uber. We're going to go to Pandora in Boston, get some charms, and then right by Pandora is Primark, and we're going to check that place out, and then that'll be the time where we'll meet back up with the boys. We're not going to go in, but we're going to meet by Cheers Bar. So that'd be an easy place to look around. And then we're going to venture around that area to the Boston Common Park and stuff like that, and just kind of walk around and chill and do a little shopping, and then back to the ship on that one. The next port is Portland, Maine. Again, he wants lobster. He's going to get like lobster almost every port except for 2. So this is a trip for me for sights and things to do. It's a trip for him for sights too, but he is mostly there for the food, the lobster. clam chowder, stuff like that. So that's how I tell everybody. It's like a sights and see for me and a food trip for him. We do have a few things planned in Portland, different places we want to see. Next stop is St. John, New Brunswick. Don't have a lot of things planned there. There's not like a lot of things to actually do there. We're going to go to the market. There's a market there that they have every day. Pick up a few things. There is a restaurant that I found for him. It's a whiskey bar with food and everything. He loves his whiskey, so we're going to go there as well. Halifax is going to be the only place we're actually going to do an excursion through Princess. We're going to go to Peggy's Cove, stuff like that, and check that out. That's probably the only thing we're going to do in Halifax, because by then, of course, we're going to be tired. And then we'll come back to New York, and we're going to spend that evening doing some things as well. And the day we get into New York as well, we do have some things planned. Like first stop will be Pandora, because we want a charm. Then we're going to go to the Harry Potter store, and then at that point I think we're going to separate, and we're going to go to Grand Central. They're going to go to a gluten-free bakery to get some pastries for him, so he can have some stuff to eat on the ship. Then we'll meet back up for dinner. Then we want to go to like Rockefeller Center and F.A. Schwartz and stuff like around Times Square and stuff like that for the first evening. When we get back to New York, we're planning on getting, of course, some bagels, Central Park. We're going to go see Brooklyn Bridge, One World Trade Center. We want to go see the Bull on Wall Street. I think there's a few things in there that, the Ghostbusters headquarters. We're going to go see that as well. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, there may be a few other things. Of course, hang out at Times Square.
Yeah, on Times Square, of course. And I think for that night, we're going to try to find a nice restaurant in Little Italy and finish the night off with dinner there. And that'll be that trip. So we are so excited for that one. We've been waiting for that one for quite a while. Our next one will be March of 27. We'll leave on March 27th. This will be out of Galveston on the Carnival Dream. Now, this one was already booked and planned before they changed all the rewards program and all of that. So we just decided to keep it. It's a 7-day. We're going to go back to Key West and Nassau. But we'll be going, instead of Half Moon Cay, we're going to Celebration Cay. So I would rather go to Half Moon Cay, but this is just the itinerary that they had for that particular time. The same year, in September on the 5th, we are leaving. This is a birthday cruise for him. His birthday was on the 9th of September, so 10th. So we'll be actually in Cozumel, I think.
Mary, you don't even remember my birthday.
I missed it by a day.
No, we'll be in Cozumel.
Yeah, we'll be in Cozumel on his birthday. So that'll be on MSC Seascape. So we're going to be going on MSC for the very first time. We're excited about that one. Got a really good deal on that one. That's 7-day. We're going to go back to Costa Maya, Roatan, and Cozumel. Again, I know we've been to these places, but we try to do something different every time. But again,
lately now it's more
for the ship.
Yeah, more for the ship and trying new cruise lines.
Yeah. That again, that one is going to be our more relaxing one, since the one in March will be going back to like Bahamas and all that, so we'll be kind of go on that one. Now on 28, we currently only have one planned. We will only do one planned in 28. We might do like a weekend getaway. We're trying to figure out what we might do, because in 28 is our 20th wedding anniversary, and we are going to go big on that one. We can't book it yet because they don't go up that far, but as soon as they do, I will be booking it. This one is going to be, I'm so excited for this, an 11-day British Isle cruise out of Southampton. So we have to fly to London. As of right now, if the days stay the same as what I'm seeing right now, we'll be flying up on a Friday night. We will get there Saturday morning in London. We're going to get a car service to Southampton, spend a little time in Southampton, and the next morning we get on the cruise. And where we go We're only gonna have on 11-day cruise. We have one sea day right out of the bat. So we leave Southampton, the next day is a sea day, and after that, it's ports every day until we get back. So our first stop, we're gonna be in Dublin, and I can tell you right now, that one is mainly his port. We're gonna go to Jameson's whiskey, do a tour. Already have it picked out which one he wants to do. And then after that, we'll probably get some lunch. And then I want to do some shopping. So I found a shopping area that we can go to as well. The next one is Belfast. I can't remember everything because I started planning this trip and then I stopped so I could finish New York. Belfast will be an excursion, I believe, to the Great Causeway, if anybody knows what that is. And I think there's some other stops around on that one as well. That was going to be almost like an all-day excursion. The next one is Portree. That's in the UK. I really can't find a whole lot of excursions or things to do on this one quite yet. I'm still researching this one.
Well, that, and if you guys have been there, let us know.
Yeah, if y'all been to any of these places, let us know. The next place we're in Inverness, which is in Scotland. I have an excursion planned for this one. I found a company, and basically this is where like Loch Ness Monster is supposed to be. So we're gonna go see the lake and like the ruins of the castle. I think there's on this excursion also we stop at a whiskey distillery for him as part of it, and then if we have time we have to go see Highland cows. That's just gonna make my trip. So hopefully we do if they said if time permits. Next up is Edinburgh. Edinburgh is pretty much for me. That's going to be pretty much an all-day shopping, looking at certain things place for me. I've got that one pretty much planned out, just kind of finishing the touches on that one. This one is new. I haven't looked into this one. They added it's supposed to be a sea day, and they changed it and added Newcastle, England. I haven't really looked into that one yet. Then next we're going to be in Amsterdam. I've already started researching this one. This one is going to be like a foodie day because there's so many places that I have found that I want to try. So we're probably going to be eating most of the day. The next day we're in it's like Brussels / Bruges. We don't actually port in any of these ports. We port in one place and then you go to either Brussels or Bruges. Bruges is like a 30-minute bus ride, and Brussels is a little over an hour from where we actually port. So we're just going to go to Bruges, which is a really cute little town, and we're just going to walk around. We found a place to eat for lunch. We found some shops that we want to go to. The next day we're going to be Paris, but again, you can't port in Paris. So we're porting, and then it's a 4 to 4.5 hour bus ride.
Round trip.
No, it's 4 hours, 4.5 hours
never mind.
one way to Paris. So it's going to be like an 8-hour round trip to Paris, and we're only going to be there 4 to 5 hours, which is fine. That's absolutely fine for me. They're supposed to drop us off, if all goes well, at the Eiffel Tower and pick us up at the Arc de Triomphe. So we'll stay there for a little bit, and then there's places that I've already planned, and then we'll end up at the Arc de Triomphe. And I didn't realize you could actually go to the top. He wants to go to the top, so we're going to buy tickets and go to the top of the Arc. And then the next day after that, we get back to London. If we come back on a Thursday, I thought we were coming back on a Wednesday, but I think we're going to come back on a Thursday. Then we'll stay Thursday, all day Friday, and then we'll fly back home on Saturday so we can rest on Sunday. If we get back on Wednesday, we'll stay until Friday. So that'll give us a little bit more time. But it just depends on how it is whenever we book it.
Just leave on Saturday.
Yeah, leave on Saturday so we have all day Sunday to kind of rest.
Regardless, we'll leave on a Saturday.
Yeah. Hopefully we have more than a day and a half, I'm hoping. But it just depends on what happens.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure once they actually release the itinerary and dates.
Yeah, I'm hoping by at least the beginning of the year they open the dates, but it could be a little bit longer. Now, we have things picked out and planned up until 31. I know. I was like, God, y'all planned so far, but in 29, we want to go back on Royal. We've been on Royal once, and again, like I said, we're trying to stay away from Carnival. We want to go back to Jamaica and Grand Cayman, so we're going to try to do that. And 30, that one's kind of up in the air because I want to stay home, but I don't because we're going to be home. That would put us home for 3 years in a row, which is fine. But if we're doing like the little relaxing ones, the second part of the year, whenever, those are going to be out to Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Roatan. Well, we don't want our big one to go there if we're going to be going there for our the second one of the year. So we've kind of been throwing things out and maybe going out of Long Beach and going to Cabo and stuff like that. We've even thought about going on Virgin, but Virgin is more expensive. There is different itineraries out of New York as well. There's also Aruba, or not Aruba, Bermuda. So I mean that's an option too, and we could leave out of New York, or I think it's Baltimore,
Charleston too.
Charleston.
Or is that just like a certain time of year?
Well, the ones that go there, like in fall time. I think they start in May to like September, October anyways. They don't go all year long. In 2031, we are going to do a 14-day out of Galveston. That unfortunately will be back on Carnival because they're the only ones that do these itineraries out of out of Galveston. We could do a 14-day if we flew to Florida or whatever, but that's a back-to-back and we have to come back and do all that process. This is a 14-day straight. We don't have to. We stay on the ship. There's different itineraries we're trying to pick through at this point, but probably we're going to go to like the British,
ABC Islands.
no, we won't be going to the ABC Islands in those, but I found one that goes to like Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Croix, stuff like that. But that is going to be my birthday cruise. I don't know if I want to say how old I'll be, but that's my big birthday cruise is in 2031. So that's why we're going to do such a big one. That's a big milestone birthday for me, and I'll leave it at that. So we're going to go big on that one. And we don't have to fly, so that's why we're doing a 14-day. We just have to drive to Galveston. That is everything that we have planned so far. Like I said, most of that's not going to change. The only thing is 2030. That one's kind of up in the air. And if we do anything the first part of 28, we're not sure on that one. But yeah, that's everything. Anything you want to add?
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to them all.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I never thought we'd have 4 booked at once, 2 in a year, but the way that I've kind of started putting money away and doing certain things, it's allowed us to do that. So, but who knows, in a couple of years we may not be able to do that. So we're going to take full advantage of it while we can. Other than the cruises during the year, if there's anything that you guys want to see from us, please let us know. If y'all want us to do the snack boxes again, let us know. We can look into that. Anything out and about you want to see. Shopping videos like groceries. I know some people enjoy those.
We do have a big one of those coming up.
We do have a very big one of those coming up next month. I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but this is being filmed the end of October. So we're talking about in November, right after Thanksgiving. We're going to be doing a big trip. He's getting me a brand new fridge. So we're going to go stock up the kitchen, Costco, stuff like that. So if y'all want to see that, let us know. But again, that's going to be a very big stock up with a bunch of household things that are going to last us for a while. So we try to do that once a year, if not maybe once every year and a half. We try to do a big stock so it lasts us a while.
Yeah, last time we did it lasted what?
A year.
Was it a year?
Well, we did it December of last year. Toward mid. I think we did it right before Christmas last year.
So yeah, about 8 months to a year.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff we bought has lasted. Now the meat, of course, didn't. That lasts us about 6 to 7 months. But like trash bags, all that's lasted us quite a while as well. But yeah, if y'all want to see that, anything else you want to see, let us know. We don't go out a whole lot because we're taking that money and putting it towards our vacation. So we try not to go out as much as possible.
That and like for me, I'm always working. Um, this weekend was a little bit different because I had doctor's appointments, but generally I'm working 5, 6 days a week. But granted, my shifts are 10-hour days.
Yeah.
And like this last week, my shift starts at 6 a.m. and I haven't been getting home till almost 6 p.m. So I mean, it's been almost 12-hour days for me.
Yeah. So typically he works Monday to Thursday, 10-hour days. Friday will be overtime. Saturday will be overtime. But yeah, you've been covering for somebody else this week, so it's kind of puts you working a little bit later than normal. So you've been getting home a little bit later. But and then there's every once in a while he'll work 7 straight days. He'll work a Sunday and then he'll work until at least like the next Friday or Saturday of the next week. So that makes it a little harder. And then when we go out with our friends, I don't want to stick cameras constantly in their face either. So we just kind of go and enjoy ourselves. I know we've got some outings coming up soon from them. So we'll see. We'll see if I film. I don't know. But like I said, when we're with them, we kind of just try to stay with them at that particular time and just kind of involve ourselves with that.
Plus, when we film, we try to be respectful of other people,
Yeah.
being around them and stuff like that. Because we know everybody doesn't like it. I mean, if they come up and ask us about it or something, ask if they can be in it, okay, then that's a different story. But as opposed to just filming random people, no, we try to be respectful of people in general.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't really, in certain cruises, I don't film a lot, is when, with my cousin and stuff like that, they don't really want to be in it. And even with our friends, she doesn't mind, but he's not big on it, so it makes it a little harder, even though she's told him that, too bad you're going to be in some of them, so. He got used to it. He got used to me sticking a camera in his face, so.
Yeah, plus with all the stuff that's been going on at work for me, I've been having to learn to deal with and talk to people anyway, so this has helped.
He's had to do a lot of presentations at work, so. I think we've rambled on enough. This is over 30 minutes, so, and I'm not going to be able to cut much out of it, so. But yeah, if anybody of y'all have any questions or ideas of what you want to see, or if you've been to any of these ports that we've mentioned, please let us know if there's anything you think we should do or try to see, and we'll see what we can do. Some of the ports we're going to have limited time, like I said, New York, London, we're going to have limited time there. We want to stay in New York longer, another day, but the cost of these hotels, I mean, for one night, we're all going to stay in the room. The day before and the day after the cruise, we're going to stay in the same hotel, in the same room to save money. Because, I mean, one hotel is $550 for one night. We can't afford that, plus food and everything, for just one extra day. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that one will be nice because since 2014, we've done nothing but go out of Galveston. So
yeah.
that one will be exciting because it's different itinerary, different cruise line than what we're used to, different embarkation port. I mean, because since we've been together in 19 years, we've only flown together twice. Once
Twice.
to South Carolina and
Once to
for my
Vegas.
brother's retirement ceremony, and then once to
Vegas.
no, okay, 3 times. Vegas, and then the third time is when we went down to Cancun when the cruise
right.
industry was shut down.
It was right after they kind of started opening everything up after COVID, but the cruise lines were still down, so we went to Cancun for
Yeah,
for
that
a
was
few
the week.
days.
That was the week when they changed it to where if you went out of the country, you had to have a negative COVID test to come back in the country.
Yeah, we went right before they started that. But yeah, so we've flown together the whole time. We've been together 3 times. So we'll have the flight to New York and the flight to London. That flight to London is 10.5 hours. We found a straight flight, no layovers, but it's going to be about 10.5 hour flight.
Which isn't bad from Austin.
No, all these are from Austin. About a little over 4 hours to New York, so that's not bad. Now, we're going to do Comfort Plus and Delta going to New York because we have a little bit. He's tall. He needs leg room, bigger seat, a little bit more cushion, stuff like that.
Most people know regular economy seats are not made for big people.
No, and he needs the leg room. I mean, he's 6 foot, so he needs the leg room. We go to London. We're going to go on British Airways as of right now. We're going to do the premium economy, which is between kind of like the Comfort Plus. One, because it is bigger seats, more leg room, cushier seats, and the amenities as well, because that is a 10.5-hour flight. And that's going to cost us a pretty penny. I want to do first, where it's basically your little cocoon. You can lay down flat like a bed, but I'm not paying the price for those tickets.
But if y'all got any tips for us, I'd be able to upgrade it to it cheaply.
Yes, please let me know. If there's a way you know how to upgrade, please let me know, because I would love to, but I'm not spending $10,000 on plane tickets. I refuse to do that. I refuse to spend $10,000 on plane tickets. So, but yeah. So if anybody has any suggestions about any of these upcoming trips, sorry guys, I had a phone call coming in. Please let us know, and we will try to. If anything y'all want to see again, just let us know, and we'll try to see what we can do. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, because you know I can ramble on.
Yep.
I can just start over and start talking about other stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's better safe than sorry to close it.
So, again, we do appreciate everything, all the check-ins and everything like that. That has mean a lot to both of us. So, but I guess the next time that you will see us is when we start posting the videos from the Regal Princess, and that one we're excited because again, it's Princess, and we've never been on Princess, so ready to have those medallions. That's going to be a different experience.
Mm-hmm. Should be able to track me then.
Yeah, I can track him. And I've already done the check-in. We're all green lane, we're ready to go. And I've already ordered a medallion, so we're just waiting for them to be delivered.
Best part is we just paid it off last night.
Yes, and we just paid it off. So exciting. So we have a little bit longer to pay off New York. We have till July to pay off that one. But yeah. So that's one down out of 4 books, so that's paid off. So that's exciting. So, all right, guys. I guess we'll see you later. Bye.